Hello, in this video we're going to install Django, and I created a new folder Django. I'm going to cd to the folder. And first I'm going to create a virtual environment. In Python we can create virtual environments by doing python-m, the v, which is the package, and then v, which is the name of the virtual environment. We can also call it virtual environment, and we click enter, and it's going to create a virtual environment. It's going to take a few seconds. And when we open the Django folder, we see that we have a new folder, virtual environment, and it has include, lib, and scripts. Now, to activate the virtual environment, we do virtual env scripts activate.bat, and we're inside our virtual environment. If we are using Visual Studio Code like me, make sure that you are having the command prompt and that you're not using PowerShell, because it's likely not gonna open the virtual environment. So command prompt is having all properties in Windows. It can do everything, so it can activate the virtual environment. The PowerShell usually cannot. And now we're going to install Django. It's only going to install Django inside our virtual environment, so it's not going to install Django on our system. And we wait a few seconds until it's installed. Now with Django installed, we're going to say Django admin start project, and the project is going to be test project. And after test project, I will type a dot, and the reason why it's not going to install two folders. So if we're going to install Django, it's going to create a new folder, test project, and it's going to create another folder below it with test project, where the project is in. When we're using this dot, it's only going to create one test project folder. I find it easier to work like that, but if you prefer having two folders, you can just delete this dot. Now it's going to create the project, and then I'm going to create the database. So it's going to be python manage.py and migrate. And this is going to create my database, and we see here db.sqlite3. SQLite is the database by default in Django. We can use other databases, but for the purpose of this video, it's not really necessary. To run Django, we'll do python manage.py, and we'll do run server. Now we will get a link. We can copy and paste this link, and we can go to our browser, and we can visit our Django project. So in the browser, we see the install worked successfully. Here we can go to the Django documentation, and here we can create our first application. This is a tutorial to create our first application, and we can connect to the Django community to ask questions or to collaborate with other people in projects. So this is how we create a standard Django installation.